everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys had an absolutely fantastic day of the most amazing variety. Today we got a raid in store, we got a bunker to visit, but first things first, boom, we got something marvelous to take a peek at, and this was posted over in the Last Day on Earth Discord by Anubis, the fella that is known to go ahead and always drop the ciphers that reveal information and need deciphering about the upcoming updates. And speaking of that, boom, we actually do have an update from Anubis about it, and that tomorrow we will be getting a cipher. And what that means is that tomorrow, after the cipher is cracked, there is going to be some new information coming out about the upcoming Outpost update, most likely. And then boom, speaking of that, there's also more information here to kind of keep us up to date, where the Outpost update should actually be out with a more specific time frame, anywhere from the 16th of January to the 20th of January. Although this is still subject to delays, this is still the best kind of time frame that we have, so it is obviously very close, and it is, from everything that we've got over, going to be an incredibly hype update. And there is more that we're going to be going over today, by the way, but that update is also going to include all the Christmas items leaving, and they do not have information on the warehouse yet, other than that it will be an event. So that is the latest with the warehouse. It has been confirmed to be some sort of an event, so it's going to be interesting if that's the case, how it's going to be popping up on the map, and where we're going to be going to visit it, and all that type of jazz. But on top of that, we also do have the snowmobile event, and its bosses have officially been removed from the game. Bwah, bwah. I know, guys and gals, a rather heartbreaker, but let's go back and get to talking about this, the other thing that was posted by Anubis today. Now, if you guys are curious about who Anubis is, he is, like I said, over on Discord, the one who always posts the ciphers that then reveal information about the upcoming update. So this was posted over by him, and by the looks of it, this appears to be actually settlers or something that we're looking at. And you might be like, Star, why aren't these settlers? Well, first off, that is literally, by the looks of it, the next update, either that or the warehouse that is shaping up to be the next update that we get. And well, it's at this point in time, they're probably just going to be going all out with teasing that type of stuff. So either maybe it might be someone at the warehouse, I guess. But once you actually take a look at its outfit and these dudes' outfits, boom, it actually kind of lines up. It's hard to tell because it is so small, but if you guys look very closely at the dudes over by the fire within this image, and this is actually the in development, kind of like a sketch of the outpost and how it is going to look like and how it might play out, and it is going to involve settlers. That is one of the big things that the outpost will have, because that was also put on the roadmap for Last Day on Earth and the outpost. And well, it's kind of hard to tell, but it definitely looks like the outfits could match. But on top of it all, this definitely just seems like the type of an outfit of a settler. You know, it's a little bit ragtag, and that kind of lines up perfectly with what you would expect out of a settler, because these guys are most likely going to be people who don't exactly have bases of their own established, and given the kind of like raggedy look these guys have to their clothes and kind of just rugged look in general, that matches perfectly with the type of profile you would expect out of someone like that. So by all looks of it, it appears that these are some sketches of the settlers that we are seeing. Just has me even more excited about this outpost and settlers, because the way that it is looking to play out is that we will be able to build at the outpost like a second base and recruit settlers or save settlers or do something to populate our base. And there's also going to be combat, some form of combat over at the outpost, potentially base defense or something like that. And it's going to be so cool to actually watch the settlers help us and potentially engage in those battles as well, but also see the types of things they could do, potentially resource gathering or something like that. There's like so much potential that could be coming with these outposts, and that's kind of where I want to go ahead and ask y'all a little bit of a question about today, and that involves the settlers, since that is kind of the hot topic revolving around everything. And that is, what role do you guys think the settlers will play? Because obviously they are going to be present at the outpost. That is the main area where they will be. Potentially will be able to take them out in groups and like go to different areas, but the main thing that they're going to be doing is existing in outposts. So what do you guys think that their role is going to be? Because personally, something like resource gathering makes perfect sense with the settlers, because they gotta have a bigger role than just existing in our base. You know, like they gotta do something, and obviously there's always the potential, because they did say that combat is going to be occurring. Also, today's bunker code, in case you guys are in need of it, 99235, at least at the time of me putting it in. If that's out of date by the time you're trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below. Phone up-to-date version brought to you by the fan-freaking-tastic community here at the Snipe Gang. But back to what I was saying, obviously with the fact that they have stated, Kafir has stated, that there will be some form of combat or something like that at the outpost in some way, like I'm saying, whether it be base defense or something, it would only make sense for the settlers to actually be potentially armed and for us to be able to actually give them different weapons and armor to potentially help us defend. But after that, it gets interesting, because it seems like a settler, even by the name itself, would have a bit bigger of a role. And I mean, out of the things that it could do, potentially being able to bring them out to zones with us and have them act as followers, I think that's a big potential thing that a lot of people would love. I know personally it'd be so dope to be able to explore zones and all that type of jazz with these guys following us around. But I mean, on top of that, I think maybe like you'll be able to manage them and have them collect resources and stuff like that. And maybe they'll be able to actually speed up workbenches, because initially in a lot of these workbenches, if you guys go to like their interface and stuff, which we don't currently have at the moment, I could try and showcase it a little bit later, but if you guys go to their interface, and it's kind of hard to explain, so I will try and go back, and once we go back to base to prepare for the raid, I'll actually try and show it off. But there was kind of plans to allow something similar to settlers, like to allow AI to man your workbenches and speed them up. So since we'll be able to build at the outpost similarly to our own base, that might be where such a thing gets implemented. That might be where we could potentially assign these settlers to different workbenches to actually speed up our proficiency in such things. Or like I'm saying, and like I'm hoping, we might be able to maybe send them out to zones on their own and have them like do their own collecting, bring back loot, bring back resources, whatever it might be. I think those are the big potential things and roles that they might be playing. And nothing too amazing from this one, unfortunately. What about you, chest number 2? Let's freaking go! That's the type of chest I like to see. Ooh, baby, baby. All right, and we're also gonna go ahead and not use our SWAT armor, because military armor is usually more than enough to handle the blind one, and the blind one is exactly who we are going to say hello to today. So, Mr. Blind One, it is me, Papa Star. I am coming to bring you plenty of death. I mean, hibernation. I just want to make sure he doesn't eat too many bodies. You know, he's got a lot of bodies over there in his chamber. Just trying to keep him in check. But let me know what you guys think regarding the settlers. What role do you think they will play? How do you think they're going to come into play with the outpost? Because I think they're going to be kind of the biggest feature of the outpost, because that's kind of going to be how the outpost differentiates itself from just being a glorified second base. It's an outpost. It's not called a base. It's an outpost. It has to play another role, and I think that that big role is going to come in the form of the settlers and what they're going to be able to do. So like I'm saying, let me know what you think they're going to be able to do, whether that be anything that we said today and your guys' reasoning or logic behind that, or maybe even something that we didn't mention, but something that they might still be capable of that I didn't bring up. I'd love to hear from you guys as well, because let me just say, we have always come up with awesome discussions around this type of stuff, and I think we will really be able to deduce a lot about this forthcoming update, and I'm very excited for it, and hopefully you guys are as well. So go ahead and let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below, and reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into Wiggy $12 at 2 Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter it on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that we whittle for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information, such as that which we are sharing today. Always keeping you guys in the loop, because a lot of times not all the information comes out through official channels of Kafir, like Twitter and whatnot. So I'm always making sure to absolutely scavenge Discord and find all the info that we can throughout any means possible to keep you guys as up to date with it as possible, especially with some of these forthcoming updates, because they are looking ridiculously hype and I need them in my life. And I think you guys can agree that this next one with the outpost and whatever type of event this warehouse ends up being too, is gonna be a dope one. So that notification bell is gonna keep you guys in the loop with all that info. Not to mention, we are always breaking down the info and making, ooh, shotgun rain. Yeah, we are always making some shotgun rain. Let's just go and get some pistol drizzle to finish off these dudes, though. The shotgun rain is reserved for my little buddy boy over at the end, Mr. Blind One. I always like to save the best for last, and Mr. Blind One has earned a good dosage of shotgun rain every once in a while. Let's go ahead and use up those bandages. But like I'm saying, not just are we sharing the information, we're always breaking it down, trying to find hidden info between what is released, because a lot of times there is more than meets the eye, especially when there's like screenshots and videos released. So we're always trying to break those down to give you the latest and greatest of info there, and of course connect the dots with info released prior to give us the best look at these forthcoming updates and make sure that we are as prepared as possible, because as soon as those updates do come out, we'll be diving into them and making videos on them absolutely ASAP, showing off. Absolutely, get on it. Puppy, come here. Puppy, no. You come in with me. Hello? Yes, Mr. Puppy, come into the door. I don't want you getting locked out. I want you helping out. There you go. Sometimes the dog gets locked out, man. It's kind of sad, but yeah, a lot of times we will connect that prior info as well, and then as soon as the new update does come out, we are absolutely hopping onto it ASAP and showcasing everything that it has to offer. In this case, we'll be showcasing the outposts, the settlers, how to get settlers, the roles that they could play, all that type of jazz, and just trying to build up our outposts to the max and make it as amazing as possible, so you guys could see ultimately what the update could play out to be at its like most extreme, and what there is to look forward to, what there is to work towards, any and all. Why does it say my connection lost? Oh, that could have been bad. Any and all of that type of jazz, we are always going to be checking out, and also showcasing, you know, the best ways to go about things, like the best ways to get those settlers, and just making sure that you are as prepared as possible for those forthcoming updates. And excuse me, this guy is kind of trying to kill me over here. Shotgun rain to you, Mr. Blind One. The doggo needs a treat. Yeah, I do think that he does. Let's get a little bit more shotgun rain in there. No food for you today, but yeah, we're gonna be showcasing absolutely everything that there is. New weapons, new zones, anything like that. And especially if there's like, you know, anything that might be worthwhile, anything like end game, anything that might take a lot of work to work towards, we're always gonna showcase, you know, the process and like just how worth it that thing might be, because I don't want you guys like, you know, wasting your time and energy and especially resources on something that might not be worth it in the end. So I am totally prepared to take the most massive of L's if it means that even you could get a small W in the grand scheme of things. And shotgun rain to you, Mr. Blind One. Thank you for the goods. And we got a perk roll, baby. No women, 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 no women. Let's freaking go. I love getting the bruiser perk, because now our health has gone up to 114 instead of 112, and slowly but surely we will hit 120, man. I want it to happen. But that notification bell is also gonna be a great way to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway, on top of all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. And given that Last Day on Earth is a perfect and prime example of a survival game, I think you guys would rather thoroughly enjoy some of the other stuff going up, so go ahead and give it a chance if you haven't already. It's fan-freaking-tastic and fun, I pinky promise you, because we're always trying to have a blast with whatever we are hopping into. But we have done a hopping in of the 3rd floor. Let's make our way back up topside, redeem some of these hard mode items. We are not quite yet prepared for the red ticket crate opening. We do still need some more red tickets, but at the very least, man, we did very good in terms of the loot we got. Always happy to get more Uzis. Oh, sorry about the burp there, boys. Always happy to get more Uzis, because they are a very, very great thing, especially with some of the mods we've been investing into them. I want an Uzi stockpile, because we have been going a little bit overboard on the mods for it, because, dude, if you modify an Uzi, it can do a lot of damage, and if it becomes a stable weapon, that fire rate plus its damage just ends up being absolutely redonkulous. I love it, and it's a whole ton of fun, and we haven't really, you know, we don't have a huge stockpile of them built up yet, so definitely trying to work that stockpile into the grand scheme of things. But let's go and prepare for that raid that I was letting you guys and gals know about, on top of showcasing that little workbench feature I was talking about. And ooh, a little airdrop that we'll actually be able to get probably right after the raid's done, because the raid's gonna pop up actually pretty much right between the motel and the airdrop, so we might have a little bit of some bonus loot too, because the airdrop, like, I just love the airdrops, man. The chance of getting a puppy, engine parts, blueprints, there's a whole ton of stuff that you can get out of them, and all of it is stuff that I would like, because it is good stuff, yeah? Yeah, okay. Glad we are in agreement. But all right, here's that thing I was talking about that I want you guys to know about. The thing with the workbenches and settlers, right? So let's go and just go over here. And I don't know if that one has it, but did they change? They might have changed it, actually. I know it existed back in the day. I haven't really paid attention to it. I don't know if it still exists, but like, no, it does not still exist. But there used to be this option. You guys might know this if you've been playing for a while, where like there was an option kind of up here with like a little plus sign, and like you could add a worker. I think that's what it was. You could like add a worker or something to the woodworking bench, and that's kind of disappeared from here. So that kind of makes me wonder, since they've kind of phased it out of being present in our base. You know, I think that might be what they're preparing for it to happen, because in order to have workers, you need actual people in your base, and this outpost is going to be our first instance of having a base with other people within it. So I don't know, man, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be awesome, dude. Actually having a base populated with AI, defending it with other AI, hopefully arming them with weapons. Dude, that just sounds like a blast and a half, and I am so prepared for it. But we need to go ahead and prepare for one last thing that we need to go and do with a big bang. Hopefully, the Raiders. We have a quest to go and do with you lads and lassies, and I have some thirst that I need to quench before this quest. Ooh, the double Qs. Look at that alliteration right there. My literary devices are on point, baby. But, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare for this raid, and then I will talk to y'all in a sec. And with everything nice and put away, it is time to take some stuff away. Not from our base, though, from the base that is unfortunate enough to be raided. As you guys can see, we were able to work our way up to 2 C4 in preparation for today's raiding shenanigans, which is very good, because as much as I love having 3 C4 ready to go, even 2 is usually enough. And honestly, if we can't get good loot from 2 C4, it might not even be worth the risk in the first place. So I'm pretty cool with it. I do wish we were able to get our way up to 3, but even 2, I'm pretty Gucci McSwaggins with, so we're pretty prepared for this raid, especially once we actually get all of our hatchets ready, because then we'll actually be ready. Because if our hatchets aren't crafted, are we actually ready? And the answer is no. No, we are not actually ready. But now, oh yeah, baby, now we are definitely prepared with a little bit of shotgun rain and a pistol drizzle for whatever shenanigans are to come. So let's hop on our marvelous steed over here and make our way over to the base raid of today. And that unlucky lad will be, drumroll please, that's a dealer, that's the person, player 76 hundo. So you, my dear friend, are probably not going to consider me a dear friend after this is done. So let's make our way over there. And we have arrived. I think we have more than enough C4, hopefully in preparation for this, but let's see what the game has to throw at us and what type of base we are dealing with. So far, it appears it's a base with a lot of vegetation, and okie dokie. It appears to be a base on the smaller side of things. Wah, wah. That's a little bit unfortunate, to say the least, there, lads. But, oh, what is this? Can I break through, No, I think I'm breaking a chest right now, not a wall. I actually, no, I think I broke something. That was not a chest. I think that was like a... did we just break? Oh, you know what I did? I think we just accidentally broke their sofa. Whoops. Well, I mean, by the looks of it, there's only going to be 9 total tiles worth of loot, so there's only 9 total things after we blow into a wall that we could break into. Is it going to be worth breaking into this base in the first place? That is a great question, because it does look like it has not had much progress put into it, very unfortunately, but per schnaps, that will change. I don't know. It could still definitely have good loot within, so... as is usual, let's toss some C4 on that bad boy. Bada bing, bada boom. And make our way in. And yep, there's that couch that we destroyed. Kind sir, you have a tree growing through your kitchen table. And this isn't really the kitchen, it's kind of the one room that you have. But, yeah, that tree's kind of growing through your table, dude. I don't know if that's like a special type of table you got ordered or what it is, but you might want to look into that, bro. It's probably not the best. Probably not the best thing there, but let's go ahead and break this bad boy down and let's freaking go! Okay, Mr. Base, I would like to sincerely apologize for doubting you before I even broke into one chest, because that was a semi-decent chest. I am amused I am very, very amused by that chest over there, and as soon as we could pistol drizzle a couple of these dudes to death, I will hopefully be very amused by the other chests as well. Shotgun rain, Mr. Floater Bloater. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Shotgun rain. Oh my god. He definitely felt the pain there on every one of his limbs. Shotgun rain. Alright, that guy didn't feel as much pain probably, but Jesus Louises! I turned that dude into like a potato doll. Look at that, he literally looks like a potato. Toss like a good old nose and a couple of googly eyes on him. He'll be like that, what's his name, Mr. Potato Head? Dude, I think we just created Mr. Potato Head Apocalypse Edition, but yo! A shotgun, very good. A Winchester, but I'll take it. A pretty modded looking like pistol. Dude, we're stealing some modded weapons here. Not too shabby, and you know, that's probably like the best chest that we broke into. I don't think it's gonna get much better than that. There's no way. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Or no, I should keep opening it. Because I think the game's trying to prove a point. I think the more we doubt it, the better stuff we get. This chest is gonna be trash. Actually, it wasn't as good as the others, but an electronic circuit's an electronic circuit. Yeah, boy, can't complain. Let's go and see what the final chest has in store for us. And a little bit of aluminum plates. Like, dude, all in all, for a 3x3 base raid that unfortunately did cost the C4, but I'm pretty amused with it. And whoop, 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 whoop. Let's not get hit by this dude. Let's get out of here Zoidberg style. Bring a little bit of pistol drizzle to take those dudes down, and then plenty of shotgun rain to bring the toxic abominations to their knees and or 6 feet under. Ooh, yeah, he went 6 feet under. Shotgun rain to you, Mr. Floater Bloater. Nope, shotgun rain to you. There you go. He's dying. Where are the glorious deaths, man? I want to see these dudes explode into a billion pieces. Shotgun rain. There we go. And that actually just broke our shotgun with that last blast, so with that, we pretty much just got another free inventory slot. I don't know how important inventory room is going to be in this raid, though, because there's not a lot of stuff to take, but the stuff that there is like, surprisingly valuable. I am very amused by this. Like, I do not mind raids like this. I'll take this to the bank, baby. Actually, I don't know if the bank would appreciate me bringing in a bunch of guns and SWAT armor. They might get the wrong idea. To the safety deposit box. I just want to deposit it. I'm not staging a bank heist here, although if I like base raids, imagine how much a bank heist would have. And last day on Earth, get a bank location, like manned by the military or something, or by like remnants of the police. I want to heist a bank. That is my new goal. Last day on Earth, let's make it happen. Chop chop. I don't think they're gonna listen to me, but if they do, oh mama, I would be one happy camper. Let's go ahead and free that up. Get rid of a couple more of these slots. We could stack up that over there and plug those into some USB slots potentially whenever we could get a working computer in the apocalypse. Maybe we could start recording some Last Day on Earth videos in Last Day on Earth. Could we download Last Day on Earth on one of the mobile phones or whatever? Record those? Last Day on Earthception. That'd be glorious. But what's over here? That's just a plant? Yeah, he just got a plant there. He doesn't really have any workbenches. Like, I guess he's got this thing we could break into. Yeah, sure. I'll actually go and grab one of those hatchets back. I don't want to use my iron hatchets, like might as well save those because there's not really anything too valuable to grab, so might as well save those because they're kind of valuable-ish compared to some of the other stuff we're seeing, and I'm seeing a whole ton of nothing in there, so you now have a hatchet in your furnace, bro. Hope you don't mind. A crowbar could be decent because I know crowbars are used for opening things. Maybe the outpost will require things to be opened when it gets added in, or the warehouse. I could totally see the warehouse being locked up and us needing to pop it open. We can also, actually we should make our way over to the chopper over here because, in case you guys aren't aware, this is a raid that we went out of our way to do. So the raiders are going to want their fair share of the loot. They also value electronic circuits very highly. What we're going to do is put all the good stuff from our raid into here. And that way, they're not going to ask for as much. And, well, we could get out of here a little bit more scot-free. You feel me? So, I mean, yeah, the raiders, they're just going to see this in our inventory and be like, oh, decent raid. Give me a potato or something. We'll be satisfied, and I will happily give them that potato. As long as they don't check the chopper, man. Do not check the chopper. I ain't got nothing in there, I swear. Nothing that the raiders would need to see. Don't know what you're talking about. But, I guess, like, one final run here. Cause we got a couple more inventory slots there we could fill up. I guess I could take that. I'll take the wrench. I'm not taking a single iron ingot. I guess I could take the wires, because that'll stack up to a little bit. And then, final chest, you got anything? We could finish our stack of scrap. Could grab some wood, a cleaver, actually another wire over there. I have a lot of springs. I'll take an iron plate. Why not? But hey, we still have that airdrop to make a pit stop over at, so we might end up dropping a couple of things off at the airdrop and leaving a slightly worse airdrop for whatever next schmuck decides to come on over there, which would probably be an AI. Dude, have you guys ever... That actually makes me wonder if the AI ever like existed in the airdrop, because I know AI, like you could find AI, like random survivors roaming around these places, like chopping trees, doing that type of stuff. Do airdrops have AI survivors like popping in, like computer survivors popping in? I don't know. I really don't. I do know that I'm a smelly boy though, so hello Toxic Spitter. I knew you were gonna come say Auf Wiedersehen. Hello Roman Zombie. You're just dead. You're too slow to catch up to me. And oh baby, we got a couple of dudes. Ah, don't spit on me. Dash nasty. But let's go and see what the airdrop has in store for us. No women, 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 no women. Let's freaking go. And the airdrop has been kind to us today as well. Today is definitely a good day in the Papa Star household. And as much as, yeah, I'll pick up some pine planks instead of the wrench. I got plenty of wrenches back at home. I could start my own garage. Actually, we do have our own garage for motorbikes, so never mind. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Thank you guys a whole ton for tuning in. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you guys at dlive.tv/Starsnipe at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. California/Pacific Time, and whatever time zone that converts to over for you guys. Why did that connection get lost? Okay, we're back. Hope to see you guys there as we continue our last day on Earth adventure. If you guys haven't already, like I'm saying, make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button while you are over there. But it's gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day of Survival. Can't wait to see what y'all gotta say around the settlers and the warehouse event and how that might be unfolding. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Getting the chopper gas tank and joining the Chopper Squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup, getting the true friend perk, leveling up your own perks and skills, not to mention finding the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base, going out on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fabric-tastic time all throughout. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.